why I stopped paying on dates. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can have a free module of my femininity course simply by checking the link in my description box. Today I want to discuss why I stopped paying on dates, and I want to share with you the values that I have around relationship dating, what I expect out of a relationship and all of that. So in the past, I used to think that the man had to pay for the first date, and then I would pay for the second one, and then he would pay for the next one. So basically it was, a 50-50 relationship. So the reason why I was thinking that is that I was thinking, yeah, of course, like I still have to pay because he invited me the previous time and all of that. And I live in the Western world, and in the Western world, like, it makes sense, right, to pay because you have a job as well and all of that. And even back when I was a student, this was still the mindset that I had. Like, I was very firm on the first date. Like, I expected the guy to pay on the first date, but like the second one, I was thinking like it was normal for me to offer to pay at least. So you need to know that men don't care about reciprocity. Okay, so some men will tell you that they expect the woman to pay on the debt as well, but it's not because they care about reciprocity. It's just that they care about their money. Listen, as I worked on my feminine energy and I educated myself on the mindset of feminine women, and also on how men perceive money and how they fall in love actually, and over time I started to understand that for a man to fall in love, he needs to give. And one way to give is, paying for things and all of that. So that was it. And then I kept on educating myself on money. And then I kept on educating myself on relationships and all of that. And I started to read books from psychologists that were, specialized in relationships. And they were like, counselors. And they explained that the feminine has that needs to feel like all of financial needs are met, and that she can choose between working and not working once she's in a relationship and once she has a child as well. So you see, it's extremely important for the feminine to feel like she won't have any financial struggle if she chooses to commit to a man. And this is extremely important actually, like if you plan on having a family and kids and all of that, like you want to be able to choose if you want to go back to work or if you want to stay with your kids. Like, women need to feel like they can choose, because if they don't have that feeling, they're gonna feel a lot of stress in the relationship, and the relationship will start to tank. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I don't pay. And another reason why I don't pay is that men have their own needs, and I have my own needs as well as a woman. So for a man to fall in love and to feel like, yeah, my needs are fulfilled, he needs you to look good. And when you look good, you make him look good. So you see, the money that right now you are using to pay for him, this is the money that you're supposed to use to take care of your parents, to kill the gym, to buy nice clothes, to buy makeup and all of that. By looking good, you make him look good. And actually, like, when you pay for all of that stuff, you can see that you are investing financially, right? So you see, maybe right now, like, you are still new to this and you feel guilt, where when you hear coaches like me say, no, don't pay for him or anything like that, you might feel guilt, but actually no, you are financially investing as well, so you should not feel guilt. And don't worry, like, men know exactly what they're doing when they date. They know that being a woman is expensive, and they know that having a beautiful woman is expensive, okay? They know all of that. Actually, they know it better than us women, so you have nothing to worry about. So you see, when you look good, you make him look good in front of others, and this is important for them. Like, men need to feel like, yeah, other men want you, but he's the only one who managed to have you. And he managed to have you by investing, by making you feel like a princess and all of that, and it costs money. So if you're extremely beautiful and he's with you, people will think, oh wow, he must be like, a high status man and all of that. Like, what did he do to manage to get such of a woman? So you see, you make him look good. So keep in mind that men fall in love by giving, not by receiving. So when you give to men, like, they feel like they're the feminine, and this is how they lose attraction for you. You need to understand that men have a masculine energy, and they need to express that energy, okay? So this is you, and this is them, right? So when you are in your wounded feminine energy, you do this. You give them your energy and all of that. But there are they are a man, right? The masculine needs to do this as well. So when you do this and he wants to do that as well, you are blocking him, you see. And when you block him, he loses interest in you and he starts chasing other women, you see. So right now, when you are giving him so much and all of that, you're actually helping, you're not helping yourself, okay? You're doing everything for him to start chasing other women, so you need to stop, right? So what he needs from you is that you focus on yourself. So basically, this is you radiating and you know, redirecting your energy towards yourself. And when you are focused on yourself, he can do this. His energy can come your way. So I know that if you are new to this, you might understand this intellectually, but emotionally you might not be ready yet. So this is a process. You still need to work on it, but trust that it's gonna come, and over time you're gonna feel like this is nothing. And over time you're gonna understand that this is part of the relationship. And also what I want you to have in mind is that you might struggle with money wounds if you have a hard time letting others pay for you, because when you have money wounds, you feel like money is something special, money is something rare, something scarce. But it isn't, okay? You need to see money as energy. You need to see money as air, basically. This is how people who have a wealthy mindset think. This is how people who are abundant spiritually think. Like, they have no problem giving money and they have no problem asking for money either. Now, when it comes to dating and relationship, you can't be giving your man money because, again, this is like masculine. But you can give money to charities and all of that. This is not an issue at all. It's actually good if you can do this, because when you do that, this is how you attract money and you attract abundance, and it's how others want to spoil you as well, because people want to spoil those who spoil themselves and those who spoil others. So this is something that I wanted to share with you. So the other reason why I refuse to pay on debt is because I need to see quickly and early if he's generous or if he's cheap. I talked about it already, but if you are following me and you watch my videos and all of that, it means that you want to start a family, right? You might want kids, unless you are child-free, but you might want that. So think about it. If you are pregnant, like, do you really want to be 200 weeks pregnant and you have to go to work when your stomach is about to explode? Do you really want to be stressed about money? Do you really want to be stressed about paying the bills and all of that? No, right? You want to feel like everything is being taken care of for you and you have nothing to worry about. You just need to focus on giving birth, and you just need to focus on resting and all of that. So you see, what I share here is for you, is to make your life more beautiful. It's for you to experience ease, because life is already challenging like that. You don't need to add more stress in your life by dating a man who's cheap, by dating a man who expects you to work and to provide for him, okay? You don't want to date a woman. You want to date a masculine man, a man who understands his role as a man, and a man who understands your role as a woman as well. And your role as a woman is just to shine. And as you shine, this is how he's able to express his masculinity, because when you let him treat you like a princess, he feels good about himself. And when he feels good, you feel good as well. So you see, and the opposite is true, right? When you feel good, it's capable of feeling good. So you won't feel good if you need to think about paying bills, you need to think about working, you need to think about doing things that don't make you happy. I'm not saying that you should not be working, far from it. You should be financially secure, you should have your portfolio investment set up, you should have money in your saving accounts. Okay, this is not the issue at all. This is not what I'm talking about here. What I'm just talking about is that when he pays, he's actually seducing you, because I see dating as seduction. So if you feel like he stopped seducing you, then the relationship is over. Okay, because when he pays, when he makes sure that you have a soft life and all of that, he's seducing you. And let's say now you might feel guilt again because you feel like, yeah, I can't let him pay and all of that. Well, I have another argument for that. You don't pay because he's the one who asked you out, right? It's like in business, right? So you want to make business with me and you invite me for dinner. It's expected that you're gonna pay, right? Because you are the one who initiated the dinner. Well, in dating, it's the same thing. If you are the one who initiates, then you pay. And as a feminine woman, you don't ask men out. So he asked you out, he pays. And I said something similar on my social media on Instagram. And one girl said like, yeah, even if I initiate the date, like I still expect him to pay. No, you don't initiate the date. This is masculine. You let him initiate the date because he's the one seducing you. See it as seduction, not just spending time together, because what I teach here is not for women who just want to breathe around a man, okay? It's for women who have high standards. It's for women who like feeling like a princess. It's for women who expect a provider. And what I teach here isn't for women who just want to hold hands and, you know, be like in high school. No, it's for women who want deep commitment. It's for women who want a man who is ready for marriage. What I want you to understand is, like, everyone is worthy of love, but not everyone is worthy of a relationship. So maybe he's a wonderful man, but he can't afford to pay for two. So maybe right now you're thinking, yeah, Eunice, I understand what you say, but at the same time, he doesn't have enough for two, and I feel guilty for letting him pay when I know that doesn't make that much. Wow. Think about it. If he's that amazing, don't you think that an amazing man knows the role that he has in a relationship? Don't you think that an amazing man is currently upgrading his skills so that he can provide for his family? So you see, he can be an amazing person, which is awesome, but he still needs to be ready for a relationship. So if right now he's not ready for a relationship, so he can't provide, well, what he needs to do is that he needs to upgrade his skills, make sure that he can provide. But I want you to know that we are all worthy of love. So if he's an amazing man, yes, he deserves love and all of that, but right now he doesn't deserve a relationship, okay? So we are all worthy of love, but we are not all worthy of a relationship. Right now, this is not the right time for him to date. Now what he needs to do is that he needs to upgrade his skills. He needs to make more so that he can commit to you, and then start a family, okay? So I want you to stop doing charity, because men aren't doing charity. Right now he wants to date you because you're attractive, right? He's not with you. He doesn't want to date you just because you have a beautiful soul, right? It's because you're attractive and you fulfill his needs. If you fulfill his needs, it means that he also needs to fulfill your needs. You need a provider, you need to feel emotionally secure, you need to feel financially secure, and all of that. So right now, you need to feel emotionally secure, you need to feel financially secure, and all of that within the relationship. When you're on your own and when you are single, yeah, this is your problem. But when you are like committed, he needs to make sure that the financial part is sorted, and if you get pregnant, you have nothing to worry about. Like, I'm going to be extremely firm here, because many women end up being poorer when they're in a commitment than when they are single. So be very careful here, okay? Stop doing charity. So if he's that great, then he needs to upgrade his skills and be ready for marriage, okay? So that's basically it for today. Don't forget to join my mailing list if you want to watch a free module of my femininity program. I will see you there. Bye-bye.